The next text structure that we're going to be focusing on for a few days is called cause and effect. We started out with description, then from description we went to sequential or chronological order. From there we went to problem and solution, and now we're going to do cause and effect. Now remember when we sing our song, the text structure song, they always say that problem and solution, and here's a slight confusion because it has another name, cause and effect. It could be the same. Remember those lines? Well, problem and solution and cause and effect, they do go hand in hand. Because of this problem, this is what's happening. That is a cause and effect. Well, a cause and effect is the text that tells what happens because an event, an idea, or a person. So when you're doing a cause and effect, you need to look at the piece of writing and explain why something happened. Because of this, this happened. It's a cause and effect. Or is it explaining what effects will happen? Sometimes the cause brings on the effect. So here's our cause and effect um, text. Head injuries account for between 4% and 22% of all soccer injuries. These can result in concussions. A concussion may occur when someone's head strikes an object. The most common cause of a concussion during soccer is when one player's head strikes another player's head. The second most common cause of soccer related concussion is when the ball is kicked from close range and hits a player's head. Heading the ball does not cause head injuries as long as it is done properly. So from that text, what are we're looking for the causes, and then which gives us the effect. Cause is that two players hitting heads. That is a problem. Sometimes that's a cause. When two players hit heads, that causes something. And another one, a ball hitting someone's head when kicked at the close range. So someone's close to you and they hit the ball, it's going to kick the person, it's going to hit the person's head. That's a cause. And because of that, you have head injuries. So you have two causes which cause a major effect of head injuries. Here's another text from with our friend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And he was a man with a big heart. Because he loved people, he wanted to make a difference for his children and the children of the future. He gave a famous speech called I Have a Dream. As a result of this speech, white people and black people started to work together, love each other, socialize in the same places. Dr. King's legacy lives on in his heart, in the hearts of people today. If a friend needs help, then you need to help them. This is part of Dr. King's dream that can live on through your life and actions. Notice in the red words, those are those clue words that help us find the cause and effect. So the cause, because of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech, I Have a Dream, he caused friendships, he caused white and blacks to work together and appreciate each other, love each other. He made friendships, strong friendships, and people are just becoming closer now because of that amazing speech. And the key words that we need to look for in cause and effect text passages are because of, if, then, so, due to, as a result. So cause is the reasons it happened. The effect is what happened as a result. So why something, the trigger or the reason, gives you the effect, the result, the consequence, or outcome. Because you didn't do your homework, you will miss recess. That's the effect. Because you didn't study for your test, the effect is you failed the test. In life and nonfiction, there's a cause and effect. To investigate relationships, you must analyze and connect. Studying sequence and order, the events that will flow, analyzing natural progression, and the direction things go. A cause is the why, the reason or trigger is often will lead to effects that grow bigger. An effect is what happens, a cause, product, or sum. It's the different results or the final outcome. A flood causes damage, sunshine might cause a burn, skipped lunch leads to hunger, sickness might cause concern. What is the reason? What is the cause? What are the results? What happened because? We are we ask ourselves questions, we study the facts, we look at the clues, we follow the tracks. Use your active thinking to investigate and reflect. For every one cause, there may be many effects. So, things that we can help us with our discussions and looking for those important phrases and key words to help us find the cause and effect, or reporting the cause and effect, we could use as a result, if then, it happened because, the cause was, the reason it happened, since, as a consequence, the effect was.
We are all learning new things every day. We learn from reading books, watching videos, and within and outside the classroom. But how well do we remember all of the new things we read, see, and learn? What goes on inside our heads while we're reading and learning is extremely important and determines how well we remember what we learned. The smartest learners throughout history, like Einstein, Shakespeare, and Marie Curie, mastered reading and learning memory strategies that helped them become the successful people they were. We can learn from their strategies. Many connections are made inside your brain when you read, see, or hear something new. By structuring these connections into organized chunks and associating them together using text structure organization, you can remember what you learned better. By remembering what you learn, you can become the next Marie Curie. Let's take a closer look at these famous learners' text structure techniques. So how did Marie Curie train her mind? Two text structure techniques commonly used together by expert thinkers are cause and effect and problem and solution. Let's see this in action. Imagine reading about a problem that was eventually solved. You can structure the various elements of this type of story into chunks. Let's look at a historical example for context. Before the invention of the lightning rod, the threat of a thunderstorm was a big problem for homeowners. Lightning's attraction to metal allowed it to easily travel into people's houses and destroy their home. Here we can see the cause and effect of the story. The cause is the lightning. The effect is the destruction of property. But wait, this story has a happy ending. Benjamin Franklin became interested in this particular problem due to his research and experimentation with electricity. To solve this problem, he invented the lightning rod, which kept the lightning from entering the home. Here we can see the problem and solution of the story. Because the destruction of property was a negative effect, it can be identified as the problem. The solution, thanks to Franklin, is the lightning rod. When you integrate cause and effect and problem and solution text structures, you start organizing your facts into a chunked memory structure. In this format, you can see that the cause is the first chunk. Then you see the effect of that cause. If the effect is negative, this chunk can also represent your problem. Finally, you can see how the problem was solved. Note that this allows the information to be strategically organized, carefully associated, and chunked to make it efficient to recall when needed. This also allows you to monitor and check your understanding. I can go from node to node and check my understanding and think, do I have all the information I read about the lightning rod? Do I remember what the problem was? Do I remember what caused the problem? I can walk through my text structure to find out what I missed. Now you know, so get out there and do it. The next time you are reading or learning something new, listen and look for linking words like problem, issue, question, puzzle, solution, and answer. Then take action. Picture the connections you are making in your brain and organize them into cause and effect and problem and solution chunks. Who knows, maybe you can be the next Marie Curie. So, do you want to become a master learner? There are 5 text structures that are useful in organizing almost all information you read. We just learned about problem and solution and cause and effect. Watch more